Hi everyone, it's Kino here. This is a little quick handstand tutorial. Come to a standing position, then work your forward bend always before you try your handstand. Draw the navel in, pivot from the hip joints, dangling your head down. You could layer your hands over each other and then just gently work your forward fold. One of the hidden secrets of handstands is that forward bending is probably your best friend in order to make for an ease of movement. You could bend the knees for a moment and then straighten the legs. Then, dangling the arms down, hands are going to be shoulder width apart. Leave a little bit of space between your hands and your feet. Stay there for a moment and then watch the neck. The neck and the head position in handstands are something to really watch out for. Some people like to crane the neck forward almost to try to put too much weight forward. Other people will tuck their head under. You want something kind of in between, where your gaze is looking through the eyes at the space between your hands, and if you're shifting weight forward, naturally that's going to shift a little bit forward. Now, to work your handstands, find your arm bones and make sure that they root into the shoulder sockets. Then, spread the shoulders away from each other, activating the muscles called latissimus dorsi, which are these big back muscles that help your shoulder blades stay in place. Then ribs draw in, tailbone tucks under, so you get yourself in a spinal flexion position. From here, nice and easy, just slowly start to pivot your body weight forward into the shoulders. And this is the moment where a lot of people will shift the gaze to the thighs. However, just like driving, you want to look where you're going. Similarly, you don't want to look too much up. That's going to crane the neck. From here, the key is to kind of curb your enthusiasm. Everybody wants to do handstand, handstand, handstand. What you really want to focus on is how can I feel more weight pouring into the shoulders? And then you're going to hold this for about 5 breaths. Come up onto the toes and gaze between the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then open the feet. Come on down to a squat and just shake that out for a moment. Shake out the hands too. And let's give that another try. Okay. Hands on the ground. Make sure you leave enough space between your feet and your hands. Then slowly straighten the legs. I like to leave a little space between the feet. Get your neck in a good position. Gripping your fingertips, rooting down through the knuckles. Then slowly start to just pitch your weight forward and down into the shoulders. How can you bear more weight into the shoulders? So activate the muscles of the rotator cuff, pull the ribs in, start to lift your body weight on top of the shoulders while at the same time you feel your shoulders pressing down into the ground, come up onto the toes, then let's lift one knee and hold that for a couple breaths. 1, you could bring it out to the side or you can keep it into the chest. You feel what's better for you. 2, 3, 4, then switch. 1, 2, 3. If you bring it out to the side, don't overdo your flexibility. Keep it in. 4 and 5. Okay, let's bring it down. So if you use your flexibility and bring the leg a little out to the side, this is kind of called the puppy press movement or the puppy movement because it kind of looks like, I don't know, maybe a puppy lifting up its legs or maybe a male dog lifting up its leg. So if you go for that, just don't overuse your flexibility, otherwise you might lose kind of the core integration, the connection of your core strength to your shoulders. It's kind of the essence of your stability in handstand, okay? All right, let's see if we can put that together to actually get the feet off the ground for today. Now, even if it doesn't happen today, this basic strength building movement is kind of really the foundation of your handstand. So this is really how to put in the work. Okay. So, taking the hands down, find that release through the neck. And then let's move forward into the shoulders, gripping your fingertips, soften the neck. Then let's make it a nice, fluid, continuous, flowing movement, all right? Fingertips, knuckles, heels of the hands. Feel your body as a total unit. Fingertips, knuckles, heels of the hands. Connect the whole spine, a feeling of wholeness, and then here you go. Shoulders and continuous movement. If you got off the ground, you can bring the feet together and just continue the movement. Feel the body, don't force. Hold it there, concentrate. Feel your center line. And then slowly come on down. All right, that wasn't the best down in the world, but we're focused more on the up today. So in the practice of what you're working with in handstands, it's important to constantly forgive yourself, because there'll be a stream of failures where you'll try over and over again and you'll fail. Kind of like how I just sort of tumbled down instead of slowly controlled down. That was like a failure. So part of the lesson of strength and practicing handstands is how to fail up, you could say, or how to fail quicker and learn from your mistakes so that you can practice smarter and ultimately succeed at kind of the inner lesson of the practice. So a handstand is really meaningless except for the lessons that you learn while you try. So let's give it one more try and then see how it goes. And if you're not able to press up, then that's all right. You could keep trying and keep practicing and learn kind of what the lesson teaches you along the way. Let's take the hands down. Keep it pretty stable. Keep the feet a little apart. Somehow I feel that it helps the hips transfer forward. You keep the feet together, it makes it a little harder. If you feel that the feet want to come out to the side, or you want to lift one foot and then the other, that's all right too. Just try to move from a place of wholeness and integration. Soften the neck. Fingertips, knuckles, heels of the hands. Pitch your shoulders forward. And then inhale. Find your way into the movement. Find the line, feel the body, tuck the tailbone. Then let slowly hips roll through the movement. Roll, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. See where you land. That was a little better. Hold. Then slowly inhale. Come up. No matter what you got to today, shake it out. And always tell yourself, you do it, you don't do it, you're a good person. Put in the work. I've been practicing for 20 years, more than 20 years now. And one thing I can tell you for sure is that the poses are really secondary to the inner journey. If you don't leave your mat, a little more peace, a little more humility, then all these shapes are just, well, then they're just shapes. And the real reason we practice is about that deep inner experience that's the true promise of yoga.